You got me out of bed. I'm up in here.
You better be.
What you want to talk about?
I stay winning. I'm winning. I stay winning.
So look, ESPN came up with this really cool graphic of active NBA players between two major colleges. They call them the Blue Bloods.
Okay.
You know, Kentucky.
Oh, okay, now see. All right, my bad.
Why
We got.
we gotta talk about these pirates? You know what I'm saying? Why we talk about these pirates, man?
We got.
Kentucky and Duke. Active NBA players in the league right now. And the list of the starters and the reserves was crazy. Right?
Okay.
So I'm thinking like what the matchups would be like.
Yeah.
Knowing these two dominant college programs, two of the best college programs in the country. And the list of these players was unbelievable.
Yes.
Right? So when you talk about the great history of the Duke Blue Devil, of course, the current name that everybody talks about is Zion Williamson.
Okay, so that's one starter for Duke.
Right out the gate, Zion Williamson. Okay? And then you got the point guard up in here with the greatest handles of all time, in most people's opinion, and Kyrie Irving.
Yeah, hands down.
Just
one of the best, one of the like top 3 best finishers at the rim
ever.
Yeah.
And then you got nice, great pieces in between them two. And Jason Tatum, he's gonna be an all-star for the next 10 years. Easy, you know what I mean? So you got, at least you talk about just a nucleus of those 3 players on your starting team. You're gonna have a great college March Madness run.
Well, who they got? Let's see. You got Kyrie at the 1.
Easy.
You got Zion at the 3, I guess. You got Tatum at the 4.
Yeah. And those are interchangeable.
So who's at the 5?
That's a good question. You know what I'm saying?
Who's the best Duke center in the league?
Zeller, Cody Zeller,
Mason Plumlee. Who else? I think Derek Lively just got there.
Right. So yeah.
Who else they got?
Right. Then who's there too? Who do you gonna go? You go with Seth?
You can go with Seth, but he's more of a 1.
Or you gonna go with Allen, Grayson Allen?
You got Grayson Allen. You got RJ. You got Cam Reddish.
So
Reddish is like 6'8".
Yeah.
6'9".
I mean, but those are interchangeable positions. You know what I mean? You really could play Tatum at the 2, to be quite honest, even though he's 6'9". But you can put him at the 2. I mean, McGrady played the 2. He's about 6'11". You know what I mean?
6'7".
He's not 6'7".
Stop lying to my people.
Yo, McGrady's legs is as long as your face right now.
I don't know what I'm talking about right now.
But they're interchangeable. The 2, the 3, they can kind of flop.
I think Tatum the 4.
All right, cool. So boom. We got RJ Barrett at the 2. We gonna play RJ Barrett at the 2?
I guess I'm trying to think who else Duke has.
We just mentioned 3 names. We made Reddish, Barrett, Grayson Allen. What's the kid name that plays for Memphis now? The backup point guard.
But used to, he's in Washington.
Yeah, Washington. Tyus Jones. So you
and his brother Trey Jones.
Right. So you can mix and match those lineups however you choose.
Yeah.
But you know for bonafide for sure, Kyrie, Tatum, Zion Williamson are starting. Yes, hands down. Yeah. Any of the other positions,
you know what?
I
might switch it. I might put Tyus Jones because he's a pure point. I might
put Kyrie at the 2. Why not?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Kyrie, he's a gunner anyway. So, you know, I don't have walking ball.
So you got, let's say, Jones at the 1, Kyrie at the 2, Zion at the 3, Tatum at the 4. And who's at the Mason Plumlee?
Mason Plumlee at the 5. Okay. Or you can go small. If they want to go small, they can go small.
Let's talk about that Kentucky lineup.
Them Kentucky boys is deep. You got Devin Booker.
That's the 2.
At the 2.
Yep. At the 1, you got Jamal
Murray, or do you want De'Aaron Fox at the 1? Because Murray's the champion.
I want the champion.
Okay, we're gonna give Murray the starting
now. It is a problem.
De'Aaron Fox. Yes, sir. He gonna have an attitude because he put him in front of him.
Hey, which one?
Yeah, okay. You heard what he said. You heard what he said, Sacramento. Give him a chip.
Yeah. They might.
Murray, Booker. Who you want? How you want to go with this next? You got AD.
At the 3?
Man, you
Nah.
Okay.
AD is the 4 for sure.
Okay, AD the 4. And then
who else you got? They got a bunch of guys. They got Tyler Hero. They got Bam.
Bam Adebayo.
They got sheesh.
They loaded. I mean, who else you got on that squad?
They got Julius.
Yeah.
But I don't even think
Julius Randle. He won't start.
I don't think
amongst that crew.
I think there's somebody better. I mean, if you talk about the 4, AD is better.
Yeah. I mean, with Bam,
or you put AD at the center and put Drew at the.
You put him at the 4 because
you got Shannon Sharp, but he's still finding his way.
SAG.
SGA.
That's what I'm going to say. Yeah.
That's your 3. Right?
That's your 3. So, I mean, Kentucky and Duke go at least 10 or 12 deep in active NBA players right now.
Yeah.
Right? And when you look at matchups, Zion Williamson is a matchup problem. But here's where it gets fun, in my opinion, right? Because if AD is locked in, he gonna block some of them shots that Zion, because Zion Williamson is shorter. Even though he's more explosive, AD is gonna get a couple of them blocks.
Zion is gonna run into AD and run through AD.
Don't do that.
Come on, let's be real. Weak side, AD blocking all day.
Okay.
If he's matched up,
right,
the human cannonball, Zion Williamson.
He is.
Zion's gonna move him out of the way.
I agree. Hey, I agree. But then on the other end, he ain't gonna be able to stop AD.
Nah.
AD 7 feet, legit.
AD gonna shoot it from the outside.
Right over top.
Or yeah.
Right over top. He ain't gonna be able to get to it. Right over top. Turn and shoot.
Yeah. Cat, that's what I was forgetting.
Yeah. Call that to the time. Yeah. I mean, it was kind of funny that both of the Kentucky guys are particularly sensitive. Want to use that word?
Well, you know who ain't? June. So I would go with AD at the center.
Okay.
And Jew at the 4. Right. Put Cat at the center and AD at the 4.
I got it. So here's the part that's fun to me. That unfortunately he's not an active player. But boy, if DeMarcus Cousins was an active player for the Wildcats, he want all the smoke.
Yeah. He should be in the NBA right now.
Easily. He wanted all the smoke.
Yeah.
They are loaded without him.
Bro, we didn't even talk about we talked about point guards. We went straight to Murray. We didn't talk about John Wall.
No, we didn't talk about John Wall, who wasn't even on the list. He wasn't even on the list of active players.
He's not active right now.
Right now, he's not on the active roster. So you did the John Wall and the DeMarcus Cousins who are not active
now too.
They're loaded. They're loaded. We talking about a great program like Calipari. I don't know how you do it or what you're doing, but bruh, you produce it.
Yeah, they compete every year.
Yeah, you produce
tournament.
Yep.
And then turning out all-star caliber NBA.
Yeah, we literally just named 7 all-stars for Kentucky starting and bench players.
Yeah.
Like
with Duke, we named 3 players.
Legitimate 3 all-star players.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And the rest of the guys,
was solid.
Good quality teams.
Solid hoopers. Yeah.
I mean, when you talk about the game itself, how this game will play out, if the stars from Duke show up, they could upset them because them 3 guys are box office. Jalen give you 50, Kyrie give you 50, Zion give you 50. Hey, that's 150 points.
They play some defense. I mean, come on. But who's the best defender? Where the defense coming from? You got AD.
Yeah.
He's a great defender.
Yeah, he's a great defender.
But then on the other side, you got Tatum. He's a great defender.
He is a great defender, yeah. And Zion is a great help defender.
Yeah.
Because he jumps out the gym, so he's swatting all that mess.
Yeah,
he's intimidated.
Easy.
Easy. His bounce is sick.
Yeah.
So I mean, I like even though Jamal Murray isn't a defender, he's box office.
Yeah.
De'Aaron Fox to me is a better defender. De'Aaron Fox to me is longer.
It's like a Fox.
Yeah. And he like that. I really like De'Aaron Fox.
I think he intimidates people before they even get on the court.
Yeah,
I think people know how fast he is. Yeah,
He's big to be a point guard.
Yeah, and he's faster than you.
Yes.
Like no matter what size you are, he's faster.
Yeah. I mean, they got length. They got length on the Kentucky side. You know, you talking, you know, Oklahoma City. I always pronounce his name wrong.
Yeah, Shea Gilgeous.
Shea Gilgeous. He's long.
Yeah.
Fox is long. AD is long. Karl Anthony Towns is long. These jokers are long. So so if they run in a 2-3 or 3-2, their hands is in your yes,
right?
Because everybody's
and
long.
we ain't talk about their bench because you got Manuel quickly coming off the bench, long arms.
Yep.
You got Tyrese Maxey coming off the bench, long arms.
Yeah, they're loaded. They are a loaded team.
We ain't spend much time on the book at all.
Think about what we just said, yo. Devin Booker, top to bottom, might be the best player between both teams.
Yeah, both
between both sides.
Him, AD.
That you talking about two potentially top 10 players in the NBA right now, in Devin Booker and a healthy Anthony Davis. When Anthony Davis is locked in, there's no doubt that he's like that. When we saw Devin Booker, what? Well, he went like, what was it like 18, 19 for 19 in the playoffs?
Something like that.
It was crazy.
Yeah.
So when you can talk about all these other players and you don't even mention Devin Booker, that means you are loaded.
That's a matchup. That's Book and Kyrie.
They going at each other.
Yeah.
And you know pride getting away.
We're gonna see it this year.
We definitely gonna see it this
Phoenix
year.
and Dallas.
We definitely gonna see it. And you already know Kyrie, Jersey stand up.
Yeah.
He got all the dog in him as James Harden. I got to. I got to. If he want none of that smoke, he was not the beard that day. You know what I'm saying? Yo, it just turned into a one-on-one matchup.
Harden on either one of these teams. Let's get back.
It's two all-star programs. Literally, we talking about all-star programs on a collegiate level amongst active NBA players.
But Kentucky got the edge.
Easily, in my opinion.
I think they got 10. I think between me and you right now, we're forgetting
names.
Like a third of great players that came out
between both programs
in the league
right now. Yeah.
But you know who else got a squad?
I'm listening. UCLA is a very sneaky team. I think, when you talk about Russell Westbrook,
you gotta start with him.
You have to. That's a first ballot Hall of Famer.
Yep.
No matter what you think about him in the NBA right now, Russell Westbrook is special.
Yeah.
Like, real talk, he's a special talent.
Triple double, walking triple double, future Hall of Famer.
Easy.
And if you were to look up dog.
You got Russell Westbrook face on there.
Yeah.
Easy.
Yeah.
I mean,
not in the derogatory way, but
no, absolutely.
That dude he's an NBA workaholic.
Period. Like Ty Lue said it best. We found our leader. And Russell Westbrook.
Yeah.
No disrespect to Paul George, no disrespect to Kawhi Leonard. Russell Westbrook is like that.
Paul brought that up.
He did.
Paul brought that up. What up that quote?
He did. And it's funny because when you go with Russell and then you go, health up, line the ball.
Yeah.
We talking about a legitimate point guard who gonna play defense and gonna make the right decision to keep his team involved to get the right shots. Not to mention a sniper in Kevin Love.
Yeah.
You better not leave Kevin Love open.
Yeah.
He gonna knock it down.
And who's Lonzo Ball, Russell Westbrook sharing the ball with? Zach LaVine.
Who? Yeah, all right, get out the way. Get out. If you're coming down the lane, it's so effortless. Like, that's one thing I love about his game. Even though I wish he would take it another level in the NBA, but it looked effortless. Like, it looked like he's going in slow motion. That's how smooth his game is.
Yeah.
UCLA got some nice players in the league right now.
Kevon Looney went there.
Kevon Looney is there.
Four-time champion. How many Kevin Love?
Dirty work.
6'9" and can play the center.
Dirty work.
They can play the 4 to 5.
All the offensive rebound,
yeah.
all the loose balls, they going to get
and
it.
they can both pass the rock.
And Kevin Love is a chip off the old block with them full court passes, chest passes.
He'll drop it in.
Just like Tom Brady. It's a dot.
And Westbrook
and he gonna bang it over
there.
Man. So UCLA
before the injury.
UCLA got a nice little squad in there. And then there are so many other teams that you can choose from the collegiate level that's active NBA players.
When we dug in, there was, I think, 32 programs outside of the NBA that have 5 or more players in the NBA.
Active players in the NBA. Yeah. And, we're not mentioning Gonzaga. We're not mentioning Arkansas. We're not mentioning Baylor. We're not mentioning UNC. I got to talk about Texas and KD. I got to. It's Kevin Durant, bro. He's a walking bucket. Like, he's a matchup nightmare, yo. KD is, I know he don't like to be called 7 foot, but he's a 7 foot shooting guard.
Yeah.
That's what he is. He's a 7 foot shooting guard.
Yeah.
So if you got him on your team, you got a chance to beat anybody.
You got PJ Tucker playing defense.
Yep.
You got, who else came out of Texas? Come on. That's in the NBA right now.
I don't know. Kevin Durant, Kevin Durant. Like, KD's like, Kevin Durant. That's all I got.
Jericho Sims.
Yeah.
The guy, because
it's okay.
I'm all New York.
Hey, it's okay, man.
All New York.
He's a Knicks fan, y'all. That's what he is.
They got Sims. You're gonna see him putting some work at the 4 now. Who else? Come on, man.
There's a couple of them, man. I'm telling you, there's so many names, man, for these college things. You start to get lost because you just going through so many programs that's got quality NBA players getting buckets, getting good minutes, and we're not trying to slight any of these programs because there's a ton of programs. Kansas, I mean. Kansas got some ballers. You know what I'm saying?
You start with Embiid.
Period. Right out the gate. You start with Joel Embiid. You know what I mean? So there's a ton of programs that we can talk about.
We talked about UCLA for a minute, and you just kind of overlooked somebody that is an all-star any given season, and a potential defensive player of the year any given season.
Drew Holiday.
Absolutely. One of my favorite players.
One of the most underrated players in the NBA.
I just realized, at one point, Westbrook was my favorite player in the NBA.
Right?
Drew was my favorite player in the NBA.
Right.
UCLA been giving me ballers, man.
UCLA got a great program, always had a great program. They historically been great, and you can't say anything but positive things about the program at UCLA.
And they got one of the best coaches ever. And, former coaches.
Easily.
I'm talking about
John Wood.
We're going way back.
We going back now. Yeah, easily. But when we looked at these programs, we easily said, there's nobody beating Kentucky.
Nah,
they're too deep. They're just too.
Here's where the argument kind of gets interesting to me, though, and I don't have an answer for this. Kentucky has the All-Stars, right?
Yeah.
Can you win with a team full of All-Stars?
I don't know. Are they going to jail?
Right. Just about all the guys.
Who's going to bring them together? Right. Who's going to be the leader to bring that nucleus together? Who's going to sacrifice? Because all of them are legitimately like that. Who's the guy that's going to be their leader?
Who would be the leader in Kentucky?
So if I had to choose one player that would actually be the vocal leader that people would probably follow, Jamal Murray.
You think so?
I do. He's got the demeanor.
Yeah.
He's got the game to back up the demeanor.
Yeah.
And just on what we know about the way he's come back from the injury.
Yeah.
And now he's a champion. He'll be able to at least communicate to those guys because AD is a champion as well. But I don't think AD has a demeanor to be able to kind of gather them together to lead them. I think Jamal Murray would be a great captain for that team. I think he's a cowboy. You know, he's a gunner.
Book could get him going, because Book could be yapping.
Oh, absolutely. Book will talk to you.
Yeah,
I think so. I mean, I like De'Aaron Fox too. Like the 2 point guards.
I think De'Aaron Fox.
2 point guards would be good leaders for that squad.
Yeah, and SGA.
Yeah, I think so too. And I think like when it comes to the Duke side, even though they don't have a group of all-stars, I think they got enough people to kind of pull everybody together. Even though Kyrie's the wild horse, like Kyrie moves to his own drum, and he gonna do his thing.
But you don't hear. I haven't heard anybody.
He's not a bad teammate at all.
Right. I haven't heard anybody say
he's not a bad teammate. Not a bad teammate at all. He gonna give you all he got.
But from a leadership perspective on that squad, you know, I look at RJ. I think that RJ leads by example. He's not the vocal leader, but RJ knows what it takes to win.
Yeah.
And he's gonna tell the team like, hey, this is what we need, and he's gonna lock in. Jason Tatum is
my heart would be if it was Jason Tatum. My heart wants Jason Tatum to be that guy.
But he took, you know, when he played at Duke, he wasn't the same player he is in the NBA.
No, you know, a lot of these guys really wasn't. There's a very few guys that were just dominant in college that became dominant in the NBA.
RJ was the same. RJ was 19-6 in college. He's 19-6 in the NBA.
I think a lot of
pretty
people,
much.
Yeah, a lot of people had Cam Reddish being a better NBA player.
I thought he was going to be a better NBA player. I did.
And you know, who knows why? But you know, he was like that in college. He was like that in college.
Well, there's a team that's wanted Cam Reddish for a very long time. They finally got it.
Okay.
That's the Lakers.
Yeah.
LeBron been asking for it.
Well, we're gonna see what he's doing now.
LeBron, like this
with LeBron.
Height.
Yep.
He's athletic.
Yep.
He can shoot.
And if anybody can bring out the best in the player, LeBron James, and the way he plays and how he brings everybody involved, they can do that.
Yeah.
So at the end of the day, guys, tell us what you think. We didn't mention all of them. We didn't mention all the college teams. There's a ton of teams we left out. Yeah. But what about this matchup? Kentucky, Duke, active players. Give us a team that you think is a dog person. Remember, we're only talking about active NBA players. We ain't talking about the legends. We just talking about active. Let us know in the comment section. Tell us what you think. Tell us about the matchups. And of course, subscribe, like, and stay winning.